Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Today is July 11th, 2021. So glad to be able to share the beautiful views in front of me. Hi, good morning and welcome. If you are just tuning in, I'm Caryn Lutz. And you can find me at carynlutz.com, CarynLutz. Thank you for tuning in. Today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how I wrote the award-winning song, Pray For Us. Last year, around March, is when I started the process. To be exact, March 19th. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my creative process in songwriting today. And I'm not sure how other songwriters, really compose their songs, but this is how it started for me with this song in particular. So, like I said, it was March of last year. Quarantine just started. And actually, to tell you the truth, it was just 2 months out from our fourth miscarriage. And at the time, I had just entered into trauma-focused therapy, and the song just poured out of me, to be quite honest. So I was thinking about this morning and the specifics. So this song, I started out with the first line of the chorus, and this is where it happened. And I took a voice recording. I remember Joe and I were at the basketball courts over where we play pickleball. And I remember sitting, watching, and I just kept hearing this melody. And it was, pray for us in this moment. And that's what I was given. So that's where it all started. So basically, I reached out to my magnificent co-writer, Danny DeMelfi, and I played the song clip for him. And I knew that the song was going to be based around couples and healing from miscarriage loss. So that's how that started. So basically it was pray for us in this moment, pray for us in this raging sea. I knew I wanted to incorporate we are stronger together, let's heal as one. So let me backtrack. I had the chorus, the first line of the chorus, and I didn't have any other lines from the song. So Danny DeMelfi and I started to structure the song around that, and we came up with the verses and that melody as well. So I'm not sure if many of you know this, but I am not very good at sight reading at all. It was something I struggled with. And I still struggle with. I am so blessed to have a good ear for music, and am able to just improvise and basically stay on key. And that's how that worked. So I know Mr. Smith, and he's watching from above. He tried to teach me some sight reading, but that just never panned out. But it didn't really need to pan out because I'm able to write songs around that. And my strength is just improvising and coming up with either the melody first or the lyrics. Sometimes it'll work together. Like for this song, it just poured out of me and it came to fruition together. So Danny DeMelfi and I started to work on the song weekly, and we tossed ideas back and forth around, my lyrics. So a lot of times with my songs, I really don't have the lyrics all completed. Like, I don't know if other songwriters are like, oh, I have everything completed, and then they could just continue on with their songwriting journey. Me, it's a process, and it always seems like it's bits and pieces to the whole picture. So when I complete my songs, it's like very fulfilling, to say the least. And when it comes to fruition and I have a completed project, it's something huge to me, and it's very meaningful because it's interesting to go through this process and only have bits and pieces. So as you see, I love spending my time at the beach in this beautiful atmosphere, and a lot of times this is where I write my songs and my lyrics as I'm walking down, and I'll play the instrumental versions as I'm strolling along, and the lyrics will just come to me here. I'll pray about it. I'll ask God what he wants me to convey, what message he wants me to share in the song. So that is basically how Pray For Us came about. And I was just extremely, extremely blessed. I released this song right on time last October 15th, 2020 for Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Day. And that kind of is a theme, and I have been writing songs for that, and I have more coming. So you'll have to stay tuned. But Pray For Us is just such a strong song that is so inspirational for others. It was written to help other people. Even though I experienced this, I still wrote this song to help others heal, because it's very tough and it's very traumatic. But God keeps me alive and well, and writing these songs to really help the world heal. And that is definitely a big part of my purpose on this earth. And I know this for a fact. And I kept pushing that fact that I am a healer away for so long. But once I embraced it and I opened it up, that is when I was able to just channel through and compose these songs. So if you are just tuned in, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful Sunday, and I hope you learned a little bit about how my creative process is kind of scattered, which those of you who have known me for a while, the ADHD is all over, so it would make sense that my songwriting process is also the same. But like I mentioned earlier, it is such a blessing when these songs come to fruition and they are completed. I did want to shout out to my incredible instrumentation extraordinaire, Mark Ignafo. When Danny DeMelfi and I finish a composition and I record all the vocals, because I forgot to mention that process, but we can talk about that at another time, about my recording process too. I hand over the song to him, and he finishes the song with the instrumentation. So a lot of this song had strings to it. I believe there was some low cello parts in there. So the three of us are an incredible team, and that's how that came about. But so blessed, because I never thought that the song would, win any kind of awards or anything. So with this song, I was able to submit it to several film and music festivals, and as most of you know, May 19th, I was a nominee for the International Christian Film and Music Festival, was able to sing my song live to an audience, and it was so touching, and I was just so grateful for that experience. So little did I know back then when I started to write this song, because the song wasn't for me. The song was for couples, to help them through the grieving process after the pregnancy loss. So I'm just glad to continue on my journey. With that being said, I'm going to end in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful day, as always. Thank you for giving me the chance to sit here and tell my story to those who need to hear the inspiration around what I do and my truth. Please bless anyone watching and give them hope, give them peace, give them love. Have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much. God bless.